Good morning. The foundation of Jesus' teaching, as far as following him, he says, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself, pick up his cross, and follow me. And that's where we struggle, is because we are so self-centered and self-seeking from the start, because we come into the world apart from God's love because of the fall, right? And then at any time, that's why Jesus is teaching that of, if anyone come after me or want to be my follower, he must deny himself, pick up his cross. So it's about us being born again into that new way of living with him at the center rather than us at the center. Because we come in with us at the center because of the fall, because of the fracture that took place in the garden. Think about in that moment when man ate from the tree, now all of a sudden he's self-aware, self-justifying, glorifying oneself, and that's how I lived my life the first 44 years, is everything was rooted in self. Even love was. Somehow we think that the whole Jerry Maguire, you complete me. Well, that is self-centered at its root too, that person is somehow going to complete that emptiness within, and it's just not the case. The only one that can satisfy that emptiness within is God himself when we come back to him. And that's where you can actually become free, because you're not trying to justify and glorify and search for that love and acceptance apart from God. The only place that we can get it is from him. And in that, we can become free. In that, we can have peace, because it's his peace, not ours. We can experience joy, and that's the beauty of being his child. The one who is led by the Spirit of God is a child of God, rather than it being all about us at the center. And the reason why we struggle is because we are self-centered and self-seeking by nature, because of the fall. But at any time you can come back to God and you can become free of yourself. Freedom from the bondage of self. It's a beautiful place to be. Then all of a sudden you can truly, because you've been loved by God, now you can truly love unconditionally. Everything else is conditional before we come back to the Father. Before we are rooted and grounded in the love of God that sets us free, so that we are able to finally love unconditionally. That is what we were created for. We were created in the image of God. Genesis 1:26 and 27. He made man in his own image, and that image was fractured in the fall. But now at any time we can come back. That image can be restored. We're reconciled to God because we're saved by grace through faith in the finished work of Christ alone. We've been made righteous by him. It's not about us. And that's beautiful. That's freeing. That is loving. Then all of a sudden, Todd White says, I'm so free from me that I'm free from you. Now I could love you unconditionally for the first time. So we have to come to the end of ourselves in order to experience it. And coming to the end of ourselves because we've first been loved by God. We have to understand the love of God in our life and our identity as a child. And then we're able to live in a different way. Anyway, God bless y'all.